Hi, SmartPak fans. I'm Dr. Lydia Gray, the Staff Veterinarian Research and Medical Director here at SmartPak. Sitting next to me is Christine Warzecha. She is the Equine Technical Specialist at Diamond V. Would you like to tell them a little bit more about yourself?
Hey SmartPak fans, part of my role at Diamond V is to work with our greater R&D team to develop equine and canine research trials to test our product's mode of action. I have a master's degree from Texas A&M University in equine nutrition, and I'm a registered professional animal scientist. My graduate work focused on how different diets impact the equine cecal microbiome, and this work is published in the Journal of Animal Science.
Nice. At SmartPak, we use research to help us develop formulas with ingredients that are shown to support overall health and wellness in horses. And to do this, we rely on both the benchtop trials and clinical trials, with benchtop trials being the lab studies, and then the clinical trials being live studies in animals. So to set this up for today, what we're going to talk about is we had Diamond V do a study on 3 of our most popular digestive support supplements, and that is the SmartDigest Ultra powder, SmartDigest Ultra pellets, and SmartGI Ultra pellets, because those 3 contain the Diamond V yeast culture.
I'd first like to give credit to Dr. Andrea Binabos, Diamond V's senior research microbiologist, for conducting the trial at Diamond V's in-house research and innovation center. Part of Dr. Binabos' key roles at Diamond V are in understanding our product's mode of action, new product development, and investigating the complex interactions between host and pathogen during the course of a disease.
Wow. So back to this specific study, what we're trying to do is look at these 3 digestive supplements and show that they support hindgut health by increasing the levels, the production of volatile fatty acids, or VFAs, in the hindgut, which Christine is going to explain later. But first, I want to say that you guys did the study using a benchtop model, or lab model, that you all developed in your laboratory that showed, what it does, it mimics, it's really cool because it mimics the microbial activity of the hindgut of the horse, and the hindgut being the cecum and the large intestine. So first explain what volatile fatty acids are and why they're important, and then maybe hit us with the results of this study, just like if you can in 1 or 2 sentences.
Volatile fatty acids are small compounds produced by the fermentation of fibers by microorganisms in the cecum and colon in the large intestine.
Okay.
The major volatile fatty acids produced are acetate, propionate, and butyrate, and these can actually be absorbed directly by the horse to use as an energy source.
Cool.
Specifically, volatile fatty acids like butyrate have been shown to help with issues like leaky gut and intestinal inflammation in mammals.
Excellent.
In our benchtop model, we observed increases in all 3 VFAs using SmartPak products, indicating that they have the potential to help digestive efficiency and supporting hindgut health in horses.
Excellent. All right, let's back up just a little bit and talk about the ingredient itself, the Diamond V yeast culture. What is it? Where does it come from? Because that's really cool. And then why is it so important in the health of horses and other species?
Sure. Since 1943, Diamond V has been manufacturing natural, unique yeast cultures made from a proprietary fermentation of Saccharomyces cerevisiae yeast. This fermentation process produces hundreds of bioactive compounds that the horse uses to support its digestive and immune system. Original XPC Ultra contains metabolites that have prebiotic-like activity to help support the hindgut.
Okay.
Think of the metabolites in XPC Ultra like food for the immune system and food for the gut microbiome.
Great.
I want to note that not all yeast cultures are the same, and the metabolite makeup in our product is very different than other competing products on the market. Plus, Diamond V products have been validated by extensive peer-reviewed published research.
Excellent. Now for the good part. Christine is going to walk us through how they actually did the study. So in the scientific lingo, this is what we call the materials and methods section. So take it away.
First, fresh fecal samples, which served as the source of microbes for this trial, was collected from 3 horses fed a non-grain diet, which consisted of only timothy and alfalfa hay. The fecal material was then mixed with a buffered solution and then mixed mechanically. This solution and mixture was then placed in individual tubes in equal amounts, which contained either the alfalfa timothy hay, which served as the control, or the alfalfa timothy hay plus the SmartPak supplement, which served as the treatment.
Okay, gotcha.
From there, the tubes were then incubated in an overnight heated chamber, which allowed the microbes to ferment the treatment or the control diets. Then, the liquid that was produced from the fermentation process was tested for the presence of volatile fatty acids, measured by gas chromatography.
Okay, so it seems clear now that you guys really did recreate or mimic what goes on in the horse's own intestinal system, because you took hay and you pre-digested it like the stomach would and sent it down to the hindgut, and then you also, that was the purpose of the fecal samples, was a source of microorganisms, and so now you've totally mimicked what happens in the hindgut, and then you put in the supplements and see how they affect that, and you measured the VFAs.
Exactly.
Very cool. So now let's talk about the results.
All SmartPak supplements produced higher acetate, propionate, butyrate, and total VFAs compared to control.
Yay.
SmartGI Ultra, in particular, produced the highest amounts of acetate, propionate, butyrate, and total volatile fatty acids.
Super.
These results provide evidence that original XPC Ultra with SmartGI Ultra and SmartDigest help to promote digestive efficiency and health in horses. But horses of all life stages, classes, and breeds, and ages can benefit from supplements to support microbiome health in the hindgut.
That's what we want. So next steps are, what do we do with this now, right? I'm very pleased to say that Dr. Benabos has submitted this paper to the 13th International Equine Colic Research Symposium in Edinburgh, Scotland. But if you can't wait, or you can't go, or you can't wait to see the proceedings, you can read a summary of the research on our website. I think we're putting the link up in the video on the screen, and it will also be in the description below. So with that, we want to thank Christine for spending time with us today to go through the research, and we want to thank you for watching. Have a great ride.